Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back again with another PTS video. Going to be showing off Kinessa today with her new talent and also her new skin. Actually jumping into a game with this one because I really feel like this needs to be shown off in a match. I feel like this skin has received less attention compared to the other ones and overall hasn't really been talked about as much. Willow's getting a golden skin, by the way, so is I think Moji, but for some reason, yeah, the Kinessa one doesn't show on screen. They didn't really show it in the patch notes show either, so I'll show it off first and then we'll jump into a game. I'm really excited that they've made sort of mine Kinessa actual talent. I have been asking for this for a while, especially, you know, to replace the one that wasn't really used very much. It wasn't terrible, it just wasn't really needed, because if you wanted that sort of playstyle, there are a bunch of other characters that sort of filled that role that used to increase your fire rate, charge rate, and movement and all that stuff. But now what we're going to have instead is oppression, which means when you throw out a mine, you throw out two instead, and you can actually spread them out. They don't go in the exact same spot, and you can also have actually two extra out at a time instead of just the usual two, so you can have four, which overall means that mine Kinessa is actually sort of viable. It's not going to be obviously that great in super high ranked stuff or, you know, massively trial situations, but for casuals this is going to be pretty damn annoying and actually rather solid now, not just a meme. I have put together a build for it, which I wouldn't really recommend because it is going fully in the direction of the mines with crazy extra range, crazy cooldown reduction, and being able to target like 4 people at a time. It's a little bit too much in that direction of just focusing on it. For the sake of the video, we're going to run it. They do say in the patch notes that they're going to keep an eye on it just in case it is too annoying and like oppressive or whatever, because I have gone against it a couple times. It is a bit of a pain in the ass. It doesn't feel too strong, but the damage does add up pretty quickly, and usually you're kind of used to just ignoring the Kinessa mines. Although one thing I would like to see with it is to see it possibly increase damage over time the longer you're mining somebody, or maybe, you know, slow more the longer that you're linked to somebody, because right now they are very squishy, only have 200 health, they don't deal that much damage, and they also, yeah, just kind of do that. In a way, that's sort of a good thing because the damage does add up and people kind of ignore it. If it had a slow or the damage increased, people would pay more attention to them. So right now, they kind of go under the radar, and unless it's taking like 4 people, they don't really get destroyed. But yeah, we'll jump into a game in a minute. Moving on to the skin, it is similar to the Betty one. It's called Dune Strider. You can just direct purchase it or roll for it in a chest. Just to do it justice and show it off properly, I'm going to jump into target practice real quick and just show you how it looks. I can't inspect it, but the weapon is a weird shape. I love that it's sort of a cobra and they've actually, you know, put a ton of work into it. The weapon shots also look really cool, sort of a jade effect. I don't really know how to describe it, although it is cut off a bit weird at the end of the weapon for some reason. I imagine that wouldn't be too hard to fix and you don't really notice it when you're actually playing, but the weapon shots look really cool. It's got weird sort of alien vibes, even though it's obviously not going for that. It kind of achieves that at the same time. Here's a look at the weapon shots with the scope, normal sort of stuff. The mines also look pretty much the same, although for some reason they look like Kinessa's default mines until they hit a wall. I don't know if that's a problem with all of her skins or just this one. As you guys that play a ton of Kinessa, let me know. And then we have the teleporter, which I didn't really show very well there, but it looks pretty normal just with the sort of green effect on it. Here is the ultimate. You get the green light up there, and then the shots look the same, and yeah, ultimate's pretty subtle. I'll show you the F one more time though. We'll teleport just here in front of us. You can see it's kind of loud. It might be a gameplay disadvantage. The effects I don't think are really the focus, but the overall aesthetic for the skin I really like. I think it's very, very well suited to Kinessa, especially with the sort of coffin Sphinx thing she's got on the back there. That is 100% not the right word for it, but I can't remember the word for it right now off the top of my head. But I like the skin a lot. I don't see how you could particularly hate this one. I see how it's been overlooked a little bit, but I feel like especially with the work they put into the weapon, it deserves a bit more attention than it's received, I think. The one thing I do want to point out though is that you don't even see my favourite part about the skin when you're playing with it. The face and sort of the detail here in the top half of it is just so well done. Like the hood with the sort of makeup she's got, the hair, and just everything going on here is so well done. Although overall I don't like the skin as much as the other ones in this update. I think this is being overlooked and it is really, really solid in my opinion. We've actually not got a Lillith on our side this time. We're on Siege Ascension Peak. We do have a Moji, an Ashe, a Pip, and then a Maven for their side. A Lillith, of course, a Maven is on, a Willow, and then an IO. We'll go ahead and grab oppression, and then the mine setup, and we're just going to spam away. That's kind of the mission here. We'll just for Chronos, do I even need it? What's the cooldown on our mines? Like 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds? Yeah, I don't feel like we really need Chronos. I guess I should go for damage reduction or maybe movement speed. Death Hands could also be useful. I'm going to be quite slow because obviously we're not running any of the other cards that usually buff that out. So Nimble, I think, is going to be the right option. Although we're still going to be really, really rigid when we're scoped. I think the plan for this one is going to be to just hit fire and not be too stationary and play sort of like just a standard damage and not just sit at the back. A time we'll throw our mines out and just start ticking away. The range is crazy, which is a big thing in this setup, is that we can actually throw them in really awkward spots and still tick people, which is kind of what we're going to try and do. I'm not dealing anywhere near enough damage with my weapon right now. I need to throw more of these out because they're destroying them quite a bit. Usually I don't pay too much attention to them, but I feel like this might be a bit of a try-hard siege, so people are going to pay a bit more than they usually would. A couple little cheeky shots. Yeah, I can see the damage is definitely adding up. I feel like the skin doesn't help though, because the effects are quite obvious on the mines. That was a shot on the, IO a little bit. We'll throw more of them out. If we can throw them behind them, I think that's going to be the best option. Doesn't actually put us into combat as well, which is an interesting thing to take into consideration with it, is you can sit at the back, throw these mines, and you actually can still heal up. I can't believe I didn't kill the Mave there, but luckily the mines have got us covered. We'll throw some over that side. I think if you could have more than 4, it would really be a problem. Hit on the Azan, hit on the Azan, another hit on the Azan, and he's out. Weird play from him there. Can we get a sneaky shot through? One on the IO, one on the Lillith. Also something to keep in mind with this, so if you are going for the sort of rude dismount tactic with this, it is going to be incredibly effective, and obviously if you're just trying to be annoying. Also, it's technically sort of a reveal in a way. Can I hit the IO there? Oh my god, that actually landed. I feel not even good doing that. That was kind of disgusting. Let's teleport away. That is very slow. Throw some more mines out. I don't think we can get life rip on them or anything, but it would be interesting to see. I'm going to grab life rip just to find out, because I actually don't know. Hit there on the Lillith. I'm actually not doing terribly on Kinessa after I changed all things with my sensitivity and stuff. I definitely do a bit of a better job. She did do a pretty good juke there with the thing. Spam the mines. That's the ult from Lillith, but I'm not actually blinded. I am somehow not dead. Hit on the IO. Did that land? Nope, that one did though. Just gonna throw some more stuff out and hip fire. Why not? What is going on? Hip fire on the Mave. The server things are definitely making it kind of weird to play Kinessa. We do get ammo gen from throwing our mines out as well, even though it's only 3. It does make a pretty decent difference. Grab Haven and finish off Nimble. I feel like we could easily not run this much cooldown reduction on the mines, even though they're destroying it a ton. I have my mines up way more than I need them to be up, so I think if you're going to run a version of this setup, even if you are going fully into the mines, you do not need to run Generator 5. You get away with running it, I think, probably 2 or 3, and then just get Chronos. Definitely want to point out that I have covered this setup before, and it wasn't that good. I feel like with the talent, it really does step it up. Throwing out 2 mines and being able to have 2 extra out is really the thing that is making the difference. Having 4 mines that are constantly ticking multiple people in really annoying places because of the range makes this a really quite oppressive talent. I don't really want to overstate it though, because obviously in trial situations it's going to be a little bit worse. That was a disgusting shot, by the way. Let's get rid of the Mave maybe. It works sort of, like I said, as a permanent reveal in a way, because you're ticking people and you can see where the damage is popping up, so you can nearly always tell where people are even if you don't have direct line of sight. It's an interesting side effect to it, but I feel like I'm spending way more time than I should just throwing my mines out. I probably should be more focused on actually damaging people and stuff. We'll throw them just there. Hit on the Azan, hit on the Azam, another hit on the Azan, there we go. Hit on the IO. Does feel really weird being so slow when I'm in the scope compared to what I'm used to with Kinessa, but it doesn't feel terrible to be honest, especially with the fact that I'm actually landing most of my shots. They're not really juking them very well. I feel like the damage from the mines has really been adding up. I overestimated the jump there. We'll just throw mines on her, see if she wants to run in. I guess not. We'll just throw some up there. We'll go for the ultimate. Hit on the IO. Miss that one. Hit on the Mave. Hit on the Mave. I can't see anything for some reason. I'm trying to move when I'm this goddamn slow because I haven't got any cards to buff it out. Hits on the Willow. Throw some mines up there. Honestly, using the mines way more than I usually would just to try and show it off for the video. Jump shotting the Azan a bit. There's mines on the floor for us. We're going to teleport back up here. Throw some mines again. This is so goddamn messy. Maybe you're going to run in on me. I don't know what's happening. I don't have my teleporter up. We're dead. Okay, I feel like my damage in this is going to be like 100k. Mines are incredibly easy to destroy. They're pretty much one hit with anything. They have like 200 health. That's sort of the whole point with the setup, is that you're constantly just re-throwing them so that you can get them down again. The ammo gen is also kind of nice. It's 3 ammo per like level, so even level 1 here, it's giving me quite a bit. We'll throw more over there. Another hit on the Azan, hit on the Lillith, which I missed. Throw more. Again, trying to throw them behind them, but I'm not really good at throwing the mines. I think that'd be a bit different if I've been playing this a bit already. Oh, I tried to hit it through the tree, cheeky. Even though the mines only have 200 health, because they cover like an entire wall in like 4 different spots, you can throw them kind of separate even with the talent, just if you move your aim. Just kind of ridiculous, because I feel like I'm constantly taking people and I've put like no effort in. There goes the Lillith. My shots have been on point though. Giving myself at least a little bit of props. I have been landing most of the good shots I've been trying to. There we go. It's going to be the 3-1, I think. Io's dead. There we go. Alright, team wipe. Really well bloody done, team. We've been coming together quite well here. 24-2. So the reason I wanted to show this off in the game, because I feel like the target practice doesn't do this one justice. It's a whole new talent after all. As I always say towards the end of the videos, if you enjoy them, drop a like. It really does help the channel out. And Paladins in general sometimes, because people find my videos and then start playing Paladins, or you know, come back to the game after having not played it for years and stuff. So it helps the videos get out there. We'll go ahead and finish off our Haven and keep it going. The other thing to consider with this is if you suck with Kinessa, you're not really good at landing your shots, but you still like the character and you want to have some sort of fun and, you know, learn with Kinessa, this might be a good way to do it. Although it might be promoting bad habits, it is still sort of a good introduction to her though, and I feel like if you're not great, and probably more so on console because it's going to be more of a pain in the ass to get rid of the mines or whatever, people are going to be paying less attention. It might even be a little bit better than it is right now when I'm showing it. Do we go for the ult and just spam the hip fire? Yeah, sure, this is a terrible way to use the Kinessa ultimate, but we're going for it. Yeah, 3 crits, hell yeah, no effort, let's get it. Let's throw the mines here, shots on him, Io's on no health, she's dead. Can I teleport over this way? Nope, I'm dead to Willow and Azan, but we got rid of like 2 or 3 of them. Don't know how Azan is still alive, to be honest, but I probably should have got rid of the Willow. I shouldn't be in the middle of the goddamn point throwing my mines and hip firing. I should be at the back trying to snipe the Willow and shit. We'll throw the mines out, get some shots on anybody. The invis thing doesn't work, or vision thing I mean. We're going to teleport away. Did I get over here? I did. I think I'm still dead here though. I'm going to try and run away from the Maeve. I'm literally just juking. I'm not going to fire because I can hit her with the mines and still get out of combat. Do we try and fight her now? Yeah. Sure. Am I going to kill the Maeve? That's disgusting. The fact that the mines don't put you into combat is kind of ridiculous. There goes the IO. Mines finishing her off. We throw the mines on the point again. Hit for the Azan. He's actually kind of shredding me, to be honest. Let's heal up a bit. Never mind. He's going to push me. We'll teleport away. I think I'm just dead, right? I'm going to try and just throw mines so he ticked and I can get away. Honestly, it makes a really big difference that you can throw mines and heal from being out of combat, because I feel like without this setup would be unusable because you'd never be out of combat because you're just constantly throwing mines. So it needs to be part of the setup, but it just feels kind of odd that I'm constantly out of combat if I'm taking people with like 5 goddamn mines, or 4 of them, like 3 different people. It's crazy. Commentary in this one, just like all the PTS videos, is all over the place because I slept 3 hours and then decided, hey, let me get up and record a bunch of shit on the PTS. Let's go for the ultimate and see if we can get a bunch of kills here. Then we'll try and tap the IO. There's 1. There's 2. I'm trying to throw them through the windows. They land like on the ceiling because with the range increase, they really do go quite far. Double tap on the Willow. I thought she was going to juke full right. She didn't. That's a Willow Q. Hello, Maeve. I'm going to ult here just to secure this. For some reason, I thought you were the pip there for a sec. She's gone. Not looking too good here. Going to heal it from being out of combat. Throw some more mines on the wall there. Yeah, let's throw them on this side so they get damage as they push in a bit. Hello, IO. Could see her from the mines and also from the ash. There we go. She's dead. It feels kind of dirty to play this. Obviously, this is a super casual game, right? But it feels really cheesy to constantly have a reveal and like damage on people who don't even know they're being damaged, if that makes sense. It's on the Maeve, especially with the setup we're running right now. It just makes it so crazy. Just throwing them on the floor at this point. Shot on the Willow. She's dead. It does help you get finishes as well if people are really low. Throw them on that little bit of the wall. Why not? There's a hit. He's still getting ticked from the mines I just threw. That's crazy, the range on them, honestly. With 100%, they're like ticking constantly. Azan is dead. Didn't want to bother landing the shot. There we go. There's the 3-2. I didn't realize I was going 42-3. That's honestly kind of crazy. I'm going to try my best to keep that going and not die too much. What do we go for though? More morale boost? Don't need resilience for anything. Chronos wouldn't really be very helpful. Yeah, I guess I'll go for Life Rip and we'll get a bit more morale boost. I want to see if it affects the mines. I'm 90% sure that it doesn't, but I might as well find out myself instead of just waiting and not answering the question in the goddamn video. We'll throw him up there and see if it ticks. I'm not low enough, but I'm not getting the healing icon, so I think it does. Shot on the Azan, juicy headshot. He is a goner nearly. Don't know where anybody is. Having a hard time following people, but I guess the mines don't because they just killed the freaking IO for me. Shots on the Azan. Mans is flying. Hello, Maeve. Mines for a bit of ammo. There we go. Going to be the 4-2, I reckon. We can throw them over there to just get the dismounts, but I don't think it's going to matter. They're not going to be able to get close enough. Might have actually just dismounted somebody, and there is the 4-2 victory. What a showcase. Yeah, really glad I decided to show this one off in a match. I feel like it was quite necessary. 22-3, 23, 189k is honestly absolutely ridiculous. Look at the stats page. That number is fucking stupid. I do want to point out though that I don't think this is necessarily overpowered. It sounds kind of funny right when I'm looking at a stat like this, but I've played against this a ton. People didn't really do that crazy with it, and I played with it on my side and people also didn't have anywhere near this much damage. That was just a perfect scenario for it. We weren't getting pressured really at all. I was sat at the back. I was landing a ton of my shots. A lot of that damage isn't even from the mines. I was just hitting a lot of my shots all the time. I wasn't being pressured. I didn't even need the speed, range, everything here. Yeah, I really hope they don't nerf it just from the experience on the PTS, because it's going to be very, very limited. I want to see this go into live similar to this and then maybe get nerfed if it is too much. But again, everything was just perfect for it. That map is great for Kinessa, let alone mine Kinessa. It's even better. The team comp that we were up against there didn't really have a good way to destroy the mines. They had, you know, people who are not firing very quickly like a Victor or anybody else who's just really easily able to just clear them. Hopefully that all made some sort of sense. Shoutouts to Therazana on their side. I'm really happy mine Kinessa is actually a playable thing now, instead of it just being a meme that I wanted to be a thing for like years. They actually added a talent for it, and it's now a thing that you could actually do sort of well with in casual games. Yeah, not really anything else I can add here at the end of the video. I'm just really happy it's a thing. I'm sure you're able to tell. I think the skin is also super solid. I'd rate it somewhere around an 8. I don't like it as much as the other ones I've covered so far in the update, but it is definitely solid and is rather underrated, I'd say. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you staying all the way till the end. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know where you want to see me next. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, of course, on everything in this video. And as always, stay Frost, stay. Oh my god, my voice.